Welcome to another live stream here at Chad's eBay office in Dobson,
North
North
Carolina.
Carolina.
Yes, it's right there. Look at that.
So I've been here since Sunday night. We had a live stream on Sunday night. Hope you guys can hear me okay. And we had a pretty good live stream on Sunday night. We were out in front of the eBay office, and we were just, I think I had been here like 20 minutes.
Yep. We just
Felt like 20 seconds.
out there chilling.
I had just really met Chad and gave him a couple of little souvenirs from Alabama.
Yeah.
But we decided we were going to do another live stream on Wednesday night over here with Wolfman's Goodies. See, Wolfman's is the name of his eBay and also his YouTube channel. My eBay has a different name. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
I did not.
It's Alabama Pickers. Montgomery, Alabama Pickers
Yeah, exactly.
is the name of my eBay store.
Yeah.
But my YouTube, of course, is Retire Inspired. And so we're both wearing each other's merch tonight. He gave me my shirt about, a month ago?
Yes.
Sent it in the mail, along with some video games that I bought out of his store. And he sent me a boonie hat
Yep.
and
I forgot all about that.
this shirt, and he also sent the video games that I ordered. So, want to say hey to everybody. I I know Invisible River is on tonight, and also Retirement is Underrated. Tim is on tonight, and CG Anime Fan is also on tonight. Welcome, CG Anime Fan. Good to have you guys. I hope you all have had a good week so far. I've had a really good week. I've been going downtown to Mount Airy almost every day. This is the first day since I've been here that I haven't gone downtown.
Yeah.
But I went down there and I went down to the courthouse where it's a mock-up of the courthouse from the Andy Griffith show. Since Andy Griffith is actually from the town of Mount Airy, a lot of the stuff that you saw in the Andy Griffith show was stuff that he brought to the show from stuff that actually happened here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. So one of those things is Snappy's Diner. Do you remember seeing anything about Snappy's Diner on
Yeah.
on the Andy Griffith show?
Yeah, and they talk about going to Mount Pilot.
Mount
which is in that
but they
direction.
called it Pilot Mountain.
5 minutes.
Didn't
Really?
they call it Pilot Mountain? They called it Pilot Mountain on the show.
Yeah, sometimes Andy said Mount Pilot.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Siler City.
In Siler City.
Yeah.
So
Raleigh.
I've been going downtown. Yesterday I went to the Andy Griffith Museum and Playhouse. And so I got to see a lot of the actual props from the show, from the Andy Griffith show, and it's $10.50 to get
Really?
in.
It used to be free.
And there's only like a handful of stuff that you can look at. I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, it's a little bigger in this room.
It is not much bigger than this room, honestly,
Yeah.
to be really honest with you.
Yeah.
But I was a little disappointed. But they did have, they had some things like Andy Griffith's mom, a rocking chair that his dad made.
That's cool.
And he was actually rocked in it as a baby.
Yeah.
And then it also had some of the other stuff that he did, like he was in a movie called No Time for Sergeants.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, it had a poster for the movie No Time for Sergeants, and his uniform shirt with a badge from the Andy Griffith show. So yeah, I've been going down there by myself. Chad's got his own life to live here.
Yeah, my schedule's pretty busy.
And to him, Mayberry is not a super big deal. He's grew up with it, so
yeah.
so he knows all about Mayberry. Now Saturday is going to be the Mayberry Day Parade, and that's when we're going to get a lot of impersonators, people who dress up like the characters from the TV show. We'll have a bunch of Barneys and a few Andys, and
Yep.
we'll have an Aunt B, I'm sure, and
Yeah.
I'm sure
Otis.
Otis,
throwing
yeah.
rocks, paper rocks at people.
And I met one of the people that does the dress up as Andy. at Floyd's barbershop day before yesterday and talked to him for a little while.
That's cool.
Yeah. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about eBay and about what got us started in eBay.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask Chad if he'll kind of get us started and talk a little bit about how he got started in eBay. What really put you in the direction? How did you learn about eBay? You know, get us back to before you even knew about eBay and how you found out about it. And
Yeah, day one.
Yeah.
Day one, approximately 6 years ago, I seen a guy on YouTube called Harry Tornado, and I watched him work out of his little bedroom office.
His name is Josh Varnell.
Josh. I was like, I can do this. He's teaching me about sold comps and selling on eBay. I watched him religiously.
Uh-huh.
And then I found Commonwealth Picker, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of my neighbor, 45 minutes in that direction.
Yeah.
Yep, in Virginia. And watched him, and I was like, man, this is cool. He's showing you lots of items, what it brought, you know, what to pick up, $1 items. And at the time, I was helping my brother install metal roofing and some asphalt shingle roofing. And so after work, we'd be in different locations, say an hour away. And on the way home after work that evening, I'd hit the thrift stores and look stuff up on eBay, sold comps, set the sold comps on my phone. And just went to there. From there, my mom's getting up in age, and I was like, somebody's going to have to stay with her 24/7. And if I'm reselling on eBay out of her house, her kitchen table, you know, I can be the one that does it, that stays with her. And I built up my store. It took about 2 years before we got daily sales.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, my wife Melissa has an eBay store. Melissa's Thrifty Barn. Plug.
Yeah.
And we compete. Funny side note, we compete weekly to see who can outsell who because we have 2 eBay stores. But let's rewind a little bit. So I'm at my mom's, and she's got dementia. So I've been living there for 3 years now. And I've been on YouTube for 3 years because I started it on January the 1st, 3 years ago, as a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Uh-huh.
And 6 years ago, as a New Year's resolution on January 1st, I sold my first vinyl record, or listed it. It took about a week for it to sell on eBay. But I was like, I'm going to sell on eBay. That's what I do. I don't do the let's lose weight.
Yeah.
I do the let's sell on eBay or start a YouTube channel.
Invisible River says he don't have a shirt, but we need to make sure we get you a shirt, Invisible River.
Yes.
If you want merch, you know, you get merch from either one of us. Just let us know. And I'll put links to his eBay on the in the description after the live stream is over. There's no links on it right now. I have to get on my other computer because this Apple computer won't let me do it for some reason.
Yeah, I have my description on my YouTube daily What's Sold channel. I got my link to Sticker Mule for my merch. Got my wife's eBay store linked, and I just copy and paste it.
Now these shirts from Sticker Mule are $19.99 each.
Yeah, free shipping.
Free shipping.
Yeah,
And
they're thick. High quality.
Invisible River said he's going to have a cactus and moon on his.
Oh, that's cool.
And Invisible River has a question for you. He says, "Where's the wolf, and why is he called that?" I think I know why. His name is Chad Wolf.
Yeah, it's my last name. And the Turkey Ford is the road that I grew up near. So that's why I'm the Turkey Ford Wolfman.
That's what my wife wanted to know.
Yep.
Where did the Turkey Ford come from?
And my Yahoo email, which on messaged me, since 1999, it's been turkeyfordwolfman@yahoo.com. Got the same one.
Tim says Opie. You got to remember Opie. Yeah.
Opie. They should have a Opie. Yep. You are correct.
Tim says he'll be in and out. He's checking his beans.
Mm-hmm.
Tim's cooking tonight, so he's making some beans. I guess you're videoing that for your channel also.
That's cool. Yeah, we was just talking about how a cooking channel would be more successful than an eBay reseller.
Yeah.
Because most everybody on the planet cooks.
Yeah, people love cooking channels.
Yep.
Invisible River says beans keep you on the go even before you eat them.
Oh yeah. Don't burn the beans.
And Tim thinks that's funny.
Yeah.
And Invisible River says it's real.
Yep. I subscribe to a lot of new resellers on YouTube, and I think there's Arkansas Pickers and there's a Alien something picker. They're small channels,
Yeah.
and I watch and comment and support everybody that I can.
Tim says he's sorry that you're, your mom's struggling with dementia.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you, Tim.
And Invisible says we're both black shirt guys.
Yeah, the man in black.
I don't know if you can order shirts from Sticker Mule that are different colors, can you?
Yes, sir. There's green. There's not yellow. There's red, white, green. They give you options and sizes when you pick it.
Yeah. And Tim says one day he'll do merch. But Tim, I want you to know I just got merch for the first time 1 month ago.
Yeah.
It hadn't even been a month.
How old is your channel?
My channel is like 3.5 years old, almost
you
4
go.
years old.
And you got to give it out. So
And-
what little revenue you bring in from YouTube, you just
Yeah.
give out free merch.
So I've just now got merch, and my problem, my struggle with the merch was that I didn't have anybody that could design the logo for me. So I got to thinking one day, what about using ChatGTP
Yep.
to design the logo? You know, it's supposed to be able to do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So I just put it in ChatGTP, design me a logo with my image, with a Sprinter van behind me, and my cat, and a YouTube button behind me
So you uploaded a picture of yourself.
of myself and my cat,
And
and
the
that was
cat.
it.
Look how good it is.
I know, it looks great.
It looks just like you.
It's amazing.
It is.
So it just took that image of me and turned it into a really great logo that I like.
Yep. Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah,
Good job,
good
ChatGTP.
Yes. Shout out. Not sponsored.
So I'll tell you guys a little bit about how I got started with eBay. So, there's a very interesting, everybody has a story, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So my story is my YouTube channel used to be called Side Hustle Sam. Side Hustle Sam. So yeah, my YouTube channel was Side Hustle Sam. And so my channel was going to be about, and it was, about side hustles. My first side hustle was Airbnb, because I already had houses. I said I'm going to open up an Airbnb and see how I do, because I love a challenge, and I was working full time at the time, 40 hours a week with the state. So that kind of limits the amount of time that you have to do other things. So I started talking about Airbnb on my channel, my Side Hustle Sam channel, and which is now Retire Inspired.
Yep.
And that was, one of the first side hustles I talked about. And then I was like, I need to come up with another side hustle. So I started, looking for other things to do for side hustles. And I said, hey, what about eBay?
Yeah.
That's a good side hustle.
You
And
probably watched the video about
I did a search on YouTube and on eBay reselling.
Yeah.
And it popped up with Hairy Tornado.
Oh, imagine that. Not sponsored.
And Commonwealth Picker.
Yeah.
So 3 years ago, I guess you and I were both watching Hairy Tornado and Commonwealth Picker, and neither of us knew that our paths would one day cross.
Yeah, this community is amazing.
It is.
Yeah, people giving each other stuff, mailing.
Yeah, that's what I love about YouTube. I'm trying to eBay. That's what I love about YouTube, is it brings people together in a community. We got a community here on my channel, and I do live streams, and I've got a little community of people that we all hang out on Sunday night.
Yeah.
And you guys watch my videos religiously, which I do appreciate very much. But Chad also has the same thing. And so I don't remember, I guess I started watching you first and commenting on your videos. And then we started talking to each other. And this is before either one of us were monetized.
Exactly.
before either one of us had 1,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
And so as we, our channels continue to grow, now we're both over 2,000 subscribers.
Yep.
So, if we could get both of our subscribers together, we could have 4,000
Yeah.
subscribers.
We're like neighbors, We
Yeah.
got to know each other and talked a little and a little
Yeah.
more. Next thing you know, we're cooking out in each other's backyard or camping out in their front yard.
Yeah, down by the river.
Down by the goat pen. That's what it's called. Funny thing is, there's 74,000 souls in Surrey County, the county I live in, and say at least half of them has the internet and watches YouTube, and if they would subscribe to me, I'd be like 70,000 subs.
Right.
In just one little county, not counting you're all the way in Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah.
So let's get caught up on these comments.
There you go. Good job.
Invisible says, I'm a more traditionalist. I would paint the shirts myself so each is independent work. Yeah, that would be too time consuming.
Yeah. TM, trademark.
I think before Chad went to Sticker Mill, he got some decals made up here locally. His decals were made, his logo was made here locally. And you want to tell that story?
This one right here?
No, your logo.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. So Darren and Angie, I'd see them in Goodwill. They're resellers, and I'd talk to them because I talk to everybody. And come to find out, Darren is a computer whiz. And he designed that and sent it to me on Facebook in high vis, and I didn't ask him to. It was just a surprise. And I was like, man, this is awesome. And everybody started bragging on it. And I sent him a sticker as soon as I ordered some from Sticker Mule. Gave him a letter, and he's from Mount Airy, and I still see him.
Yeah.
And then a little later on, he contacted me and said, hey, I'm downsizing my eBay store. I want to do small stuff that's worth more money, takes up less space. So I bought all his shoes for like $1 a pair.
So your first t-shirts, though, you didn't go to Sticker Mule. You got a logo made here.
Yeah, my wife made my very, very first.
How did she do it on that?
Sublimation ink.
Uh-huh. And it just... screen print or something?
Yeah, it prints it, and it's not the iron-on, that peels and stuff. And, in case y'all don't know, all these shirts, you turn them inside out and cold wash only. They'll make the logo last longer. Yeah, it's recommended. Yeah, I was trying to find, I got an old sticker I gave out. Chad, Woody, out there in Oklahoma, reselling with Woody's got my old one. And it's basically just a picture of this.
Oh,
there's
yeah?
no wolf or nothing, but there's Wolfman's goodies and like and subscribe, and I made a sticker out of it like 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. So your logo,
like 10.
before you got the wolf,
Yeah, and I signed
was just the background.
Yeah, this backdrop right here. And he's like, I still got it, and it's signed. It's going to be worth a lot one day. I'm like, no, it's not.
Well, Invisible River says that would create an artist atmosphere for Body Paint Festival.
There you go.
And CG says, you're always really nice. Thank you, CG. You're always really nice as well. And let's see. It all works together for the common goal of fun. Yep, I agree. Tim is going to go instant working out. TM is going to go instant work. I don't get that one, but maybe you could elaborate on that one, Invisible.
I think I said trademark.
Oh, trademark.
Yeah, he
okay.
got to sign it in TM, his artwork.
Yeah,
on
that's
the
right.
shirt,
That's right.
So nobody could copy it.
I hope to get 2,000. CG says he hopes to get 2,000 subscribers someday.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah, you will. You got to like and comment and sub to everybody else that's a reseller. Every Sunday, I sub to like 10 or 20 other people. Search them out.
And you're going to, as the more videos you put out, the more likelihood you're going to have one go viral. And you really, the thing about YouTube is you never know what's going to go, what's going to hit. And you could be making a video about cutting the yard, and you could get 50,000 views on it, all of a sudden out of nowhere. And you just you wonder, well, who decides what gets views and what doesn't get views, and why do certain videos get more clicks and likes and show, and like, I had one video that got almost 1 million views.
That video is similar to stuff you see on the big news daily, you know,
Yeah.
about that situation. It's more relatable to the world.
Invisible has a live stream he does with a bird feeder, and he said it gets a few views a week.
Yeah, I should do that. I've seen some on with the squirrels and all, and birds, and it's for pets
Uh-huh.
that stay home while
Yeah.
you're at work all day, and it's live, and they got 1,000 views.
You know, my son put me on to a genre of YouTube videos where people just eat. It's called mukbang. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
People just sit and eat.
So people that's trying to lose weight and starving, they watch other people eat.
And they get thousands and
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands of views.
Are they real polite?
All they're doing,
Like,
some of them get real gross with it, you know.
choking, the mouth open. I'm eating seafood. Oh my goodness. Well, there's a fetish for everything. Started
Invisible.
out with the feet, didn't it?
Yeah.
Worked its way up.
Invisible says he's going to do a show on spraying the shirt. We're reselling with Woody is here with us tonight. Hey,
Yep.
what's up, my friend? This
Hey,
is
Chad. He's
yeah.
okay because he's out in Oklahoma.
Homa.
Yep. Go check his channel out and like and sub and leave a comment, you know.
Absolutely.
Yep. Say Sam sent me.
Let's see.
Yes.
Uh,
Comments are very important
Absolutely.
to the algorithm.
And guys, if you will, after this live stream is over, go back and leave a comment. CG leaves a comment every single time I do a live stream.
That's awesome.
So if you'll go back and leave a comment, a like,
It helps.
you know, hit that button, that like button, smash that like button.
Yeah. Be careful though. Do it gently.
Invisible says I didn't know what is needed before I paid for the trademark. Really more trouble.
You can probably Google it. I mean, I got an LLC for like $200 myself. It was easy.
Yeah.
You file it through Raleigh.
So you're trademarked?
Yeah, I did that 3 years ago.
Cool. Woody says he's currently bidding on storage units.
Good job, Woody.
Good job, Woody.
Yep. Are you in your building with the air conditioning running? It's like 85. We're sweating over here. It's supposed to be fall weather.
You guys are going to love Chad's video tomorrow.
Yeah. 8:15 a.m.
I'm going to
Eastern
give you a
time.
little sneak preview of what he looks like. This picture right here is Chad Rogers, also known as Mr. Rogers.
I might have an easier one for you. Yeah, you never do know. YouTube and eBay are a lot alike. You learn weekly something new, what to do, what not to do, how to get more sales, how to get more views. They're very similar. The boys are going to church. Good job. Yeah, I like this one. Gotta have puppets right there.
Hold that one up.
Yeah, look at that. I look like
Hold
Ronald.
that up to
I look
the-
like Ronald Reagan.
Let's hold it up closer.
Hocus pocus, you can focus. I think you can. I need my readers. Is that clear?
Yeah,
Is that clear enough?
you got to hold it a little closer.
There you
Let
go.
me try. There we go.
You're the expert.
There we go.
There you go. Who is that guy? He got gray pants and all. Box avalanche. Oh, we survived that.
We had an avalanche in here.
Oh, that's good stuff. Neighbors boxes. We're looking at what? 50? I love my neighbors. They give me all their Amazon boxes.
Invisible River said he's trying to make a CM cat mark
Oh, cool.
instead of a trademark, a
Yeah.
cat mark.
I don't know what
He's
that
got
is.
cats.
I don't comprehend.
Cheryl Knows. Is
Oh,
this one of
Cheryl
your
knows.
people?
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
I don't know Cheryl Knows.
How's mom doing? I hope she's good.
She says, hello, gentlemen. You are both very inspiring.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She has a channel. You gotta go like and subscribe and comment.
What's her channel about?
Cheryl Knows what's sold on eBay.
Is that right?
Yep,
So you're a full-time reseller, Cheryl.
possibly. Yeah, she'll let us know in the comments. She's cool.
But I was talking about getting introduced to eBay. I probably need to get back to
Yeah,
that
we
story.
better head. Yeah, we're gonna run out of time here. Having too much fun.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Yeah,
We're not even 30 minutes in yet.
yeah,
But anyway, as a part-time reseller, I started doing that as a side hustle because of my channel, Side Hustle Sam. And I think my eBay store might even have the name Side Hustle Sam
I
too.
think it was.
But anyway,
What was your favorite thing to sell back then?
I mean, I'm an
Video
everything seller.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like I was 2 years into selling on eBay that I really started to discover that video game consoles and video games are very, lucrative. And
Yeah.
then so let me back up just a little bit. So I was working full time and I was still doing part time as side hustles with eBay and using the content on my YouTube channel.
Right.
And so I was making videos kind of like the Commonwealth Picker, where I was going out to yard sales
Picking,
and
yeah.
doing the picking, and
Yeah.
that was some of my content. And then I also did some content where I would do a show and tell when I got back with my stuff and
Yeah.
talk about what I picked up, and it's like a haul video is
Yeah.
what you call it. And then I would do a what sold video where I would talk about what sold and how much it sold for and
Yeah.
that sort of
That's
thing,
awesome.
and how I picked it up. But yeah, I just got addicted to it, man. It's so addictive.
Yeah.
Buying at yard sales, getting these items and picking them up, and then putting them on your eBay store and reselling them. And then when you sell one thing, you're like, oh, I gotta go get something else, go sell something else.
Yeah.
But when I decided to retire from my job, then I wanted to expand what I talk about in my YouTube channel to more than just side hustles. I wanted to talk about travel, and I wanted to talk about things that people do in retirement. And so that's why my channel kind of turned into a retirement channel. But also at the same time, we got eBay stuff mixed in there. We got reselling stuff mixed in there, and we talk about reselling. And on my lives, I always go to my eBay store and I talk about selling on eBay and how much stuff sold for, and pop that screen up there and show you what things sold for and that sort of thing. So that's, and I just love it. But I have turned one rental house into a hoarder house.
Yeah, which is okay. It's okay.
I got shelves in every room. And so every room I have inventory, and then I have one room where I do my listing, and I have one room where I print out my labels and go in there and do that. And then I have another room where I go and weigh everything. And so I have a little process that I use. Yeah. But when I first started doing reselling, I did something that, if you're a reseller, don't ever do this. If you get items and you put them in your store, label them so you'll know where they are.
Custom SKU, very important.
So you want to put them in boxes like box A, box B, box C, or even if you have shelves, shelf A, shelf B, shelf C.
So you had
some type of custom SKU.
You had to cancel some orders back in the day.
My goodness. And if you cancel an order and you do that, and it's not, the buyer's not saying cancel my order, it counts against your eBay. It really it messes you up. So
you have a room also where you record your video
right
in that house,
where I do my this is something else. As I got like maybe a year before I retired, I got really interested in the video games and video game consoles, and some of the stuff that I would pick up, it started with VCRs.
Yeah.
Didn't work. And so what I would do is I would see if I could fix it. Yeah. I'd watch a YouTube video.
Put a new belt on it.
And try to figure out how to fix it. And I did get a few VCR DVD combos working again.
That's awesome.
And sold them. And some of those that you can record on, they're worth $200 and $300, where you can record the DVDs and the VHS. Yeah. But that's what got me started on wanting to do repairs. And then when I got into the video game consoles, then I was repairing video game consoles, learning how to do that. And I started with the NES, which is the simplest console to work on. And then I worked up to more and more complicated. Now I'm up to PlayStation 4s I can fix.
Yeah.
So
They call him the sorter man. No more side hustle.
no more. No more the side hustle.
Yeah.
But
That's awesome. I have
but
a customer in California, and I got one in New Jersey that I believe resells, has a brick and mortar, and they sell electronics because they'll buy my high dollar VCR DVD combo that's worth like $1.50, but I'll put it in the title, non-working parts only. Same guy.
hmm
Yep.
Cheryl says her mom is doing great, thanks. And
That's good
she
to
is
hear.
part-time.
Cool. Part-time.
And recently with Woody said he was confused at first when he clicked on the channel because I'm in Chad's shed.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, to confuse you. It's like the Twilight Zone.
This is a reseller meetup, a
Yep.
YouTuber slash
Free.
reseller
Yep.
meetup.
No tickets required.
No tickets required.
hmm
This is what
Yeah.
we do in chat.
So basically, you inspire people that's retired and they're already got their camper traveling, and you're talking them into hitting thrift stores and reselling on eBay
Right.
for a side hustle and to keep you busy instead of working the garden or
Well,
build birdhouses.
before I got ready to retire, you got to research everything on YouTube. So I started researching channels about retirement. That's where I found some of the retirement channels that I watch now, like
Yeah.
Steve's Retirement Corner, and there's another one that I was watching earlier. I can't
Yeah.
think of the name. Buzz's Retirement Garage. So I started watching them, and I also watched several others. But one of the things that I found out that is when you retire, that you have to retire to something.
Yeah.
You can't just sit down in
No,
a lazy boy
You'll die.
and just lay back,
Yeah.
because when you do, then you will become vertical
Yeah,
permanently,
your body's used to working. And
horizontal permanently.
You gotta keep going, doing some kind of hobby. Yes, you are correct, sir.
Invisible says every shelf in your eBay house is jam packed. How did you know that? You're absolutely correct. And you know what? And you know where it is. Remarkable. Yes, I do. I do know where it is, but occasionally there will be something that will come up that I put in my eBay storing before I started doing my custom SKUs. It wasn't until I got about 700 items and started driving myself crazy looking for stuff.
You had all the VCRs on one
I put
shelf,
everything together.
all the
You know,
glass
all
in one
common
area.
items were together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's the way Commonwealth Picker does.
Yeah, you imitated him.
He just started doing custom SKUs. Did you know that?
Did he really?
Yeah.
With the new shed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But anyway, but now things are so much easier because I can go straight to anything within 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
But I had an item just 2 weeks ago that it took me 20 minutes to find.
Yeah.
Because it had been listed for over 2 years, because I've been doing the custom SKU for over 2 years now.
Yeah, it takes me 30 minutes. Usually I have a day to ship it out, and I'll just give up and find it first thing the next morning. You know?
And occasionally I will list something and forget to put a SKU.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, that happens. And what I do is I look at the backdrop or the other items that I listed that night, and I'll look at one of them, and it'll be like custom SKU this, and it lets me know to go there. So there's a pointer, if you understood what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. To find it. If there's no custom
like if you
SKU
change
on
your
it,
backgrounds, because you said there was something you sold that had a red background on
we
it.
rotate them. So
And so that means that it was a couple years ago that it was
this
listed.
area, and it has no custom SKU, but you know, hey, look, the ones I listed before and after should be in the same tote.
Yeah.
And you look at them, and it's like, oh, tote you. Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, it works.
I couldn't do that with mine because I've always had a white background, and the only difference between what the background I have now and the background I started with is just I put a white paper down now, and so it is a little bit different, but not much.
Do you have a light box?
No, I have several big lamps that I use and I have a table like this with white bottom
paper.
and a white
Kind
side.
of like at the doctor's office. He rolls that white paper out. Next.
Actually, the paper I have is I found it at a yard sale, and
Yeah.
it is the paper that you use at a doctor's office.
That's smart. You don't have to clean your workstation.
Um, Invisible says, like a plant, you know where everything is, what you need, and that's not really retired. so so yeah, is it not really retired that I have a part-time eBay reselling business? If if it was something I had to do, I would say you're right. If it was a job that I had to do in order to survive,
Yeah.
I would say you're 100% right.
Yeah.
But I don't have to have this job. You know, if I wanted to just close up my eBay shop tomorrow, delist everything, I'd still be okay.
Redonate it to Goodwill.
Yeah,
Put it back where you found it.
right. But I couldn't do that because I'm addicted to
Yeah, it's so
reselling.
fun. Yeah, it is.
And you know, you get that reward. Um, for Chad, it's every Tuesday.
Yep.
It's where, you know, you get a bunch of dead presidents that go to visit your bank account.
Yep.
And so that little reward right there is a motivator to make me want to do it more.
Yeah, that's true. So you get paid monthly. Did you do the monthly?
I get immediate payouts. Well, not
Oh,
immediate,
yeah,
not
that's right.
immediate, but
A few hours.
it's usually the next
Next
day
day.
or something like that.
Yeah, I used to do that in the beginning when we was starving.
Invisible River says, but I get not being government no more. You're retired from that. Yep, I sure am. It's a transition. And Tim says, well, beans still cooking,
Good job.
still crunchy. And they were dried beans that soaked overnight.
Do you throw the bean up against the wall, and if it sticks, then you know they're done, like spaghetti?
Does it like climb down like that old toy that you used to have?
Yeah, the slime thing. It's like, it's halfway done. If it bounces off and hits you in the eye, you're like, nope, keep cooking.
Eventually, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's see. Tim says, I like the picture to Chad's right where you get, where did you get that?
Amazon or Temu? Amazon. Mountain backdrop.
And
It's like, what is that? Like 5 foot by 7 foot?
yeah, it looks like a Bob Ross painting.
It does.
Which he's also it's been said that he's the Bob Ross of reselling, as well as the Mr. Rogers
Mr.
of
Rogers
reselling.
reselling. Yeah, people go to sleep when they listen to my voice. What soul?
And he says boys and girls a lot.
Yeah, that's why I have to go Oklahoma to wake you up. Massachusetts.
I tell you what really cracks me up when I'm watching Chad is he'll talk to his computer and his chair and his and his printer and he goes neat 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 neat.
Yeah, Becky. I'm helping it. Bluetooth.
And he'll be scrolling up and scrolling down and.
You gotta sing to remember the dimensions, you know, because you know it's 12, 8, 10. I'll measure it, and if I don't say it, I'll sit down seconds later, and I'm like, what was it?
Yeah.
For real. Why am I in this room? Why did I come in the kitchen? Oh, I'm hungry. That's why I sing everything. It helps.
Tim says, talking to Invisible, the beans are hard like my head.
He's wearing a football helmet while he's testing.
Sometimes, like, things grow, okay. And Tim says, I'm with you, Sam. You're retired with multiple hobbies. Exactly.
There you go. Some people build birdhouses and sell them at yard sales. Some people sell on eBay. Go to yard sales.
And one of my hobbies is travel. Unfortunately, I don't travel a lot. I mean, I don't think I would enjoy it if I did it every month.
It'd be like a job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you know, I try to travel at least once a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
4 times a year, I go somewhere really, you know, far away.
Yeah.
Like this right here, I don't consider terribly far away because this is only 7.5 hours from where I live.
That's true.
So, I mean, I go to Tennessee, to a place in Tennessee called Rugby, Tennessee, and it's about the same distance.
Yeah.
And I go up there every now and then. But my big trip last year in the fall of the year was Chicago, and I went to Pennsylvania.
Wow.
I saw the Dutch country and the Amish and all, you know, how they ride around the buggies and all that stuff.
They let you camp out in their yard?
Yeah, no, I camped out in the front yard of some other YouTube friends of mine, Rat's Stash.
That's awesome.
Have Rat Stash has not been on your channel, have they?
And they're in Pennsylvania.
They're in Pennsylvania.
With
Yeah.
the Amish.
Next to Allentown.
Allentown.
Yeah, that's where they lived. And I parked in their front yard.
That's cool.
Not in their front yard, but on the street in front of their yard. And I put my solar panels out during the daytime when we were out going thrifting and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Catching the sun rays and charging up my solar generator.
Yeah.
So Woody says, that's how I am. I don't really need to resell. Do it because I'm retired and it keeps me busy.
Exactly. Mind and your muscles. Keep it all busy.
And he says, forgot to say, nice shirt, Sam. Wish I had one. Well, you can get one.
Have one.
He's talking about my shirt.
Oh, this one? Yeah.
I think he's talking about my shirt. Maybe he's talking about your shirt.
I thought he was being sarcastic.
Invisible said, that's just a stone's throw. Yep, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I go all the way out to Arizona, which is where Invisible lives, that's a good trip.
Yeah.
I go all the way out there to Quartzsite, Arizona, and spend a week in the desert. And just hang out in the desert, cook on a grill, and just do the boondocking thing.
Look for UFOs.
Bee picking. Welcome.
Yeah, Mrs. Woody.
Bee picking in the house.
Yeah.
Good to see you on here tonight, Bee. What are you doing? And how did you get into reselling? Is it something that you just started doing, or?
I think her husband Woody does the reselling.
Oh, she's married to Woody.
Yeah, she is.
I just learned something.
Yeah, there you go.
I had no idea Bee Picking was married to Woody.
Yep. Small world.
Small world.
Small community. No, it's a large community.
Yeah.
All us eBay resellers.
Do you think resellers who have spouses that also do reselling are more successful?
I don't know. It's probably more fun.
It's interesting.
I mean, Josh and Haley.
Josh
successful.
and Haley?
Yeah.
Commonwealth Picker's wife, Blue Ridge Mama, she participates in the reselling.
You are correct.
And
you're right.
Shed Flips.
Yep.
Candace.
Yeah.
Who else?
I don't know. Chad and Melissa.
Cincinnati Picker, he doesn't have his wife involved.
No, he's old school.
But I'm a single seller myself. My wife, she doesn't like computers, but now we will go picking together. That's what we do together.
Yep, it's fun.
We go to the yard sales together, and we get stuff at yard sales and flea markets and thrift stores and that sort of thing. So that's where we do our sharing. Invisible says you're going to be the very first person to stay at my ranch. Okay, well, I look forward to that. Into land of the dirt. Woody says, I don't have Sam's, I have Wolfman's. I was being sarcastic.
I thought he was talking about your shirt. Yeah, he's being sarcastic. Good job, Woody. Chad. That's another Chad. Chad number 1. I'm Chad number 2.
B says she's been doing it all her life. So she was a child when she started doing YouTube,
she
eBay.
Was born at a yard sale. I want that. Resell this.
So she's been doing eBay off and on for almost 20 years.
Yep, that's correct.
All right, and are they both full time or?
I don't know. They'll have to let us know.
B, do you have a YouTube channel? Or are you ever on with your husband, Woody?
Yes, she is. Yep.
I need to watch more of Woody, don't I?
I'm not sure if she works part-time or full-time anymore. You have to let us know in the comments. Yeah. That Hawaiian shirt. I need to wear that in my What Sold, don't I?
Yes.
I wore some funny looking shirts.
That's a cool shirt. I really like that shirt.
It's new with tags. This red Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, that's a great shirt.
75 cents, thanks to Chad.
So B says she says, yeah, I'm sure she's answering one of my questions. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
Tim says, ask if, am I still thinking of New York? Yes, I am going to New York this year. I'm going to visit my son in Chicago at the end of October. And after I leave him, I'm going to be headed to New York, and I'm going to spend a week in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What are you going to do?
I'm just going to visit. I've never been to New York City.
Out in the country?
Huh? No, I'm going to New York City.
Wow.
I'm gonna find a subway station that's off away from the city.
Yeah.
I'm gonna park my van there, and I'm gonna take the subway into the city.
Yeah.
Because I heard you don't want to drive into the city
Right.
because it's really tough figuring out which way to
Parking
go,
and
especially if you're
one way.
from the country like me
Yeah.
and you're not used to driving in big
Get
places.
a lot of tickets probably. So you know, park at the subway with your van, pretend, slap a magnet on it that you're working on the subway.
So Tim says maybe come up this way. Tim, what I was thinking, is that an invite? Is that an invite to come park down by the river in your neighborhood?
Mm-hmm.
Woody says he remembers when they used to accept checks in the mail and had to wait on them.
Yeah.
I've heard about that, but that was way before my time.
1990s. Money orders. You couldn't even ship it to them until the check cleared.
And B says not working anymore.
Good job.
Money orders and that sort of thing is what Woody said.
Yeah. He likes to resell comic books, and we got one
Yeah, we picked this up today.
given to us.
Actually, there's 4 comic books in this.
Yep. Sold comps $15 thanks to Chad. His thrift store. He gave us 2.
Coneheads.
Yeah, the Coneheads.
Yeah, he gave Chad one and he gave me one.
Hmm.
Chad says he's gonna put his in his bathroom and read it.
It's gonna be when I forget to take my phone with me.
Tim says, how about upstate? I don't know about upstate. I'm not real familiar with upstate New York. Is that where you are?
You can get apples and it's country and maybe a little.
Woody
Amish.
says he can't remember how long ago eBay was so slow to get payment. Seems like yesterday.
Mhm.
Tim from Retirement Underrated says, dude, don't do the city. Country is better.
I
I got to go to the city.
at least one day.
At
and
least
film
one
it.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So
get stabbed or something.
I want to see the Statue of Liberty. I want to get stabbed and mugged at least once in my
Once,
lifetime.
Yeah, so you can say I really lived. Take extra band-aids. First aid.
Tim says he's been there. He says don't go to the city.
First aid hanging around your neck, the white box from the school bus, you know, band-aids, gauze. I love it here.
I've been mugged in New York City.
I love
no,
it.
I have. Now I can check that off of my bucket list.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Tim is upstate. He says he has 3.5 acres. So,
That's right. Yep.
so is that any of that level property where I could come out there and just park and catch the subway into New York City one day? See, that's what I want to do. I want to go somewhere where it's not the city.
Safe, yeah.
I can park my van. I can jump in the subway, take the subway down to the city,
Yep.
New York.
Cry the whole time.
Spend
Video
the day. Check that bucket list.
Yeah.
Get mugged.
Videos, pictures, come back. Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I've never seen the Statue of Liberty.
Then go stay at Tim's house the rest of the week.
Never been to Montgomery. Never
Yeah.
been to New York City. Never seen the Statue of Liberty. So
Yeah.
I haven't lived until I've actually experienced that.
Well, I think it's a lot safer. We're just joking and picking because my school, they used to go every year or so, take the whole class to New York City and take pictures, and nobody died or got stabbed.
Woody says they do big comic cons.
Yeah, he's always started out in that. He's Woody's comic book chest.
So
Something to that effect.
Tim's giving me the invite. He's giving me the green light. He
Yeah,
says, reach
awesome.
out and let's do it.
All he needs is a drop cord.
So would you go with me to New York City? That's the question. Can
Right.
we get mugged together?
Run the camera. Security.
I need a cameraman. He said he used to drive to the Bronx. Don't do it.
Oh my goodness.
Invisible says, I'm from New Jersey originally. And Tim says, outside Albany. He's outside Albany.
That's awesome.
I don't know where that is.
Yep. Out in the country. Safe.
B. Pickens says she's been selling since she was a kid. Her dad dragged them out to the
That's
swap
right.
meets
Yep.
on the weekends and paid us $1. That's all he paid you? Oh, well, I guess it was back in the
To carry the stuff
back in
to
the
car.
70s or 80s
Yeah, carry this back to the car. I'm picking
for
all
helping him
parts.
to unload.
Yep.
So she would go and get a few things and resell three to 4 times the money. Well, I got a story. You just jogged my memory about something when I was a kid. You know how when you're a kid in school and you have these selling candy bars, or
Yeah.
you do something for the school to raise money so that you could take band trips, or
Yep.
you can take school trips and that sort of thing. Well, they gave us these candy bars and they told us to go out and sell them. Well, the candy bars were like 50 cents each, right?
Hmm.
So the entrepreneur in me decided that I would sell them for $1 each.
Yeah.
Keep 50 cents
Oh yeah.
and give the rest to the
To the school, to the teacher. Yeah.
So I'd go around and I probably sold 100 candy bars, and I made 50 cents and the school made 50 cents. So I got my money's worth.
You got your commission.
There you go.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Invisible River says the Statue of Liberty is in New Jersey.
Cool.
Is that right? I thought it was in New York.
Easter Isle or something.
Liberty Park.
Ellis Isle. No. Yeah.
Woody says this has turned into a fun show. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. Yes.
I have had the best time so far, and it's only Wednesday, but I've had the best time hanging out with Chad and just, doing stuff. We did a little shooting this afternoon,
Yeah, we did.
and I flew my drone over his house as well.
Yep. Fun.
Invisible says it's green.
Green Island. Where the Statue of Liberty is.
Yeah, I
Green
guess.
Island,
Yeah, he's talking
yeah.
about the statue turning
Yes,
green
it's on the green.
because it's
The
copper.
name of the little island is something. Yeah, and it's copper.
Tim says yes to park, but that would be better if we talked. Okay, maybe Poughkeepsie, which is an hour or so away.
Yeah.
What's a subway? We live way out in the country.
Yeah, it's a train that goes underground through tubes and stuff.
Invisible says he has a rock from Ellis Island, I guess.
Yeah. Ellis Island, yeah, we're on. Yep.
Woody says, I don't even like going to OKC anymore. Too many people nowadays.
Oklahoma City. I bet it is wild.
Tim says he was born in Livingston, New Jersey. Albany is the capital of New York. And his father moved them to Cape Cod in 1971.
Yep.
And Harwick, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, moved up here in 2004 looking to get out of here. Moved to Myrtle Beach. Yeah, I remember on your videos you talk about going to Myrtle Beach a lot, Tim. Woody says if I can pee outside my door, it's way too big a place for me to live.
Yeah.
Fact.
There's a YouTube and reseller in Myrtle Beach. I just can't remember their name right now. Clothing.
Miss Liberty is on the Jersey side of the river, according to Invisible.
Cool.
How do I get a shirt, Samster? Well, I'm going to put my email address up here. Send me an email with your address, and I'll make sure you get a shirt.
Size and color.
Yeah, size and tell me the size you need and the color.
It takes about a week, from my experience, to drop ship them from Sticker Mule.
And I'd appreciate it very much if you would wear it on your YouTube.
Yes.
Tim says his grandparents came in on Ellis Island in the 1920s from Germany.
Wow. That's cool.
So he's a second generation American. Invisible says that's a good measure of things if you can pee outside.
Yeah.
Woody says he has 2 different shirts now. Wolfman has one.
Oh, really?
So we'll have to exchange shirts, Woody. You send me one, and I send you one.
Yeah, you got a new design, Woody?
Myrtle Beach, yeah, that's where Tim wants to go with retirement is underrated.
Yeah.
Side note, his son is traveling to Romania on a missions trip.
That's
Cool.
cool.
And I'll tell you what, if you can spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, you are building treasures in heaven.
Yeah, you're doing something right.
Because when you meet your Lord and Savior after this life is over, he's either going to say, "Well done, good and faithful servant," or he's going to say, "I don't know you."
Yep.
I would prefer the first.
Yeah.
So Woody says it's his logo on the back and the front has. So you have front and back. RWWC on the left chest.
Wow.
So you have printing on the front and back. Where do you get yours made, Woody? Do you go to Sticker Mule?
Sticker Mule. I got his older shirt, son.
So you have one of Woody's shirts?
Yeah, I wear it every once in a while. I try to wear everybody's shirt, you know.
Invisible River says he used to be a printer, and he knows how they do that, and that's why he would do it himself.
Exactly.
Do you you know how to do screen printing? Because I had a friend several years back, it's been 20 plus years ago, that he did screen printing out of his, like he had a little shed like you got here.
Yeah.
And he had a screen printing setup, and it was neat to watch him do it because he would take that paint, he would scrape it off, and then he'd like one color, and then he'd put another color with a template, and he'd scrape it off, and eventually, he'd do 2 or 3 colors, and
that's a lot of labor.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. That must be the best type of t-shirt.
Woody says, "Yep." I guess that's when he's answering about having front and back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Tim says he's second generation American. He has a photo he should share sometime on his channel of his kids are disciples, so you can take me to heaven now. Stick a fork in me. I'm done.
I'm done. Stick a fork in me.
I'm blessed.
Done. D-U-N. I'm done.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
We in Mayberry now. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Invisible says airbrush, so he does his on airbrush.
That's cool.
We used to go down to Panama City Beach, Florida, and we'd get the airbrush. And back in the 80s, you know, you had the sleeves that went about to here.
Yeah,
they call them baseball shirts.
You can sell one that's got like Karen wrote on it. I do that all the time. I sell a coffee cup from Dollywood, and it'll say Steve. And I'll ship it to
because there's a Steve out there somewhere.
Yeah. In Washington State, Steve will get a cup.
I sold a personalized signature from Bear Bryant.
Oh yeah.
And it said,
yep.
And it had the person's name, and he's like the guy. I put it up for auction, and the guy bought it from me for like $200. That was his name.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be scared. Bibles that are personalized. Sold one recently. Had somebody's name on it.
Invisible said that the screen printing is a lot of work.
Yeah, I bet.
I guess it can be.
That's a drop of sweat.
But the guy that
messes the paint up.
My friend that was doing it, he made it look effortless. I mean, he had these templates, and I guess he charged more for every color because he had to make a template for every color that he did on the shirt.
Yeah.
But he would make all the shirts, local shirts, for anything that they had going on.
Makes sense. There's a Nintendo right there.
Yep, sure is.
Untested.
That's old school.
I might have to go with you. Put it in your pile.
Yeah, it'll have to go with me.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no cords for it.
I have an incredible spiritual wife, Tim says, and he's trying to get her to do YouTube. Frankly, once people see her, they won't want more of me and more of her.
Yes.
You know, I found out that husband and wives that do YouTube together and they film together, they're more
relatable.
Yeah.
Yes. Like Grams and Pops Vintage.
Right.
Yeah, Grams
exactly.
is like my channel was like that until Teresa came with me.
Is that right?
Yep.
And I know Harry Tornado is the same way until he brought Harry.
Yeah.
What's her name? Haley onto the.
Yeah.
That really boosted his
times 10.
Yeah.
Yep. Went up from there. Makes sense. Anything relatable, you know.
Sam Chad, let me know your sizes and I'll get you a new model shirt. Well, these shirts I have found from Sticker Mule come a little bit small.
Yeah, go one size up.
So I get 1X. Yep. So I got a 1X for myself.
I'm an extra large.
Actually, do a XX. Do an XX large.
You don't have to do that though. It's okay.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. You don't have to get us a shirt or get me a shirt.
Send us stickers.
But I'm gonna send you a shirt, and if you want to send me a shirt, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll wear it. I'll wear it in my
Yeah.
on my YouTube.
Yep. You've wore mine.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Yep.
wearing one right now.
Yeah. How ironic is that?
How ironic.
Yeah, you're in here.
I know.
I know small words and I know how to use them.
I'm actually in Wolfman Goody's world right now.
Yeah, he's in my world. No escape.
Invisible says, yes, I'm the hand of the creator of what I have. And you can log in and have no one in your room, and it's still fun. Yeah, that's right. I agree. You know, I've done live streams when I first started doing YouTube, and I've done live streams where nobody came on the live stream.
We all did, yeah.
But I still did it,
Yeah.
and it was just like I was doing a video for regular video.
You're used to it.
And people did come and watch it after I posted it. So I agree completely with what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Invisible.
Yep, exactly. It's fun. Brad at Black Sheep Society, shout out to him. He was like, you're already there daily shipping out, talking to yourself. You thought, hey, I might as well record this and put it on YouTube. And I was like, that's perfect. Yes, you are correct.
But you didn't do it to become monetized.
No, I don't.
What was your motivation for doing YouTube?
Keep my mom busy because I'm sitting with mom and I need something to do.
Yeah, and plus you got something to show her. She gets a daily show.
Every morning she watches it and laughs at my jokes at the end. If she's not laughing, she's throwing a bottle of water at it.
Is that right?
Yeah, it depends on how she feels.
Is that how the TV got broke?
Yeah. No. But yeah, she's like, it's so cool. So basically, I'm proof watching my video the next day.
Yeah.
And I've only took down one in 3 years. That
So
I
why'd you
thought
take it
I said
down?
something offensive.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
because I watch it. I don't edit. I just upload it. I was like,
Would you feel comfortable talking about your chair cover?
I don't know.
What you told me?
Yeah, like 30 minutes later it showed up.
No, I'm talking about the chair cover you used to have on here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the American flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and somebody commented like a year and a half ago. And I don't blame them. They was like, you don't sit on the flag. So I got rid of it.
It was a Marine, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, allegedly. Yeah, and I was like, that makes sense. So I got rid of it. It's that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though, I could have been the way I feel, I don't pour gas on the fire. I just...
But you tried to see it
with kindness.
You tried to see it from their perspective,
yeah, and I was
from their
like,
angle.
No problem. I could have been like, oh, it's a beach towel. I could have argued with the guy. There's people sitting on beach towels all the time, but I was like, nah, no problem. And then I hung up a real flag.
I had someone come on one of my live streams one time. You know how I have that a thin blue line flag behind me in my background? And they said that was some kind of Antifa flag or something like that. And I said, no. I said, that's not an Antifa flag. That is the thin blue line flag. That represents law enforcement. If you see a flag that is not red, white, and blue, but black and white stripes, and it has a blue stripe in the center, that is symbolizing support for law enforcement. And if you see one with a red, then that's support for fire department. If you see one with a green, did you know that there's one with a green?
No. What's Red Cross? Big old plus. Switzerland flag.
Forestry Service is the green.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
So,
it's no problem. Yeah, I didn't know. I thought you thought it was talking about the T-shirt, Bob Ross. I'm literally talking about how I want a shirt to go on the back. That's Bob Ross, and he shows up Sunday, planning to be here for the week, and he hands me this shirt.
Yeah, and
that's a blessing.
I was listening to his live stream as I was driving, not watching it. I was driving, so I wasn't watching his live stream.
Yeah.
But I was listening to it, and I heard him say, I sure do wish I could find me a Bob Ross t-shirt. And I was thinking, yeah!
Yeah, that's one of the things he gave me when he showed up.
So Woody says, live stream doesn't count on view hours until after they drop, but I always enjoy them. Good interaction with the family. Yes, and one thing about live streams, you don't make nothing on them anyway. So, or I don't. Maybe you do. I don't.
Do you monetize yours?
Yeah. But I might make 10 cents on it.
Yeah.
my bird feeder live stream gets many hours.
I bet.
And Woody says, my patriotism runs deep, as Dad was a 100% disabled vet from Vietnam who was overrun when he was there. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 20 years of service in the Air Force, so
Thank you.
I have a deep sense of patriotism as well.
Yes.
10 of those years was served on active duty. I was in the Philippines, so I served overseas at a place called Clark Air Force Base. No longer exists.
Yeah.
But my oldest son was born there.
Wow.
So yeah. And we have been on here for an hour and 5 minutes. So
That's awesome.
yeah, we hit our hour mark, went over it.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it's been a real pleasure hanging out with you, Chad, this week so far. And I know we got a few more days to go. And I'll be going to the parade on Saturday, so I'll probably be heading out of here on Saturday afternoon and probably stay in a Cracker Barrel parking lot somewhere Saturday night, and then get up early the next morning Sunday and finish the drive.
Yeah,
but I do enjoy staying at Cracker Barrel when I'm on the road.
Well, before you leave, we got to hit my favorite Goodwill in that direction, 15 minutes.
Okay.
And the Pirates Landing Fish House.
Yeah, we've already been to Chad's twice now.
Yep.
Chad's thrift store.
Yep.
And not this Chad, but his friend Chad.
Yes, in Dobson, North Carolina.
So Invisible says all the aircraft here is U.S. Air Force out of Tucson. And CG says, I hope that the rest of the week goes really well for everybody. Thank you, CG.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you too.
And I hope you have a terrific week. And Woody says, love y'all. Hope to see you soon. Hope to see you soon as well, Woody. Yeah. And I look forward to getting that T-shirt, and I'll be giving you one as well.
Yeah, I love you, Woody.
Yeah, we both love you. So take care, and we'll see you guys on the next video. My next live will be Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yep.
Not Eastern Time.
Yep.
Central Standard Time. So if you're on Eastern Time, it'll be 8:30.
Yep.
But I know Chad doesn't really get a chance to watch my lives because he's taking care of his mom by then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've enjoyed being on here, and thank you for everybody that has been on the live stream tonight. B Pickin and Woody.
Leaving comments.
And Invisible and Tim with Retirement is Underrated. And CG Anime. And all you guys, love you guys. Enjoy having you on the live streams. And be sure and look out for my future videos because there'll be a lot of Mayberry stuff coming out.
Yep, Wolfman's goodies.
Yeah. Yes. Do not miss his video tomorrow. You'll love it.
Yep. Later, taters.
Take care. We'll see you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.